What's up, guys? In this episode, we are going to talk about Shonduras and how he was able to build his social media empire.
Everything about you. Everything about you.
What's up, guys? I'm Andy. You're watching Learn How, and you're watching How They Do It. This is a show where I talk about an entrepreneur or an online business owner, an influencer, someone who is finding success building an online business. And in this episode, we are talking about Shonduras. Shonduras is actually a local guy here from the state of Utah who was able to amass a very large social media following on some different platforms. And he was able to take that momentum and build himself a really cool online business. So let's jump in and look at what he's doing to build his online business and some things that we can learn from him. Who is Shonduras? Shonduras, aka Sean McBride, is what he calls himself, the fast-talking dude who often tucks in his long, curly hair under a backward baseball cap. Shonduras really started out his big social media campaign with Snapchat. He had been doing some work for some companies with social media, but decided he wanted to start building his own personal brand. So he started posting some really cool Snapchat videos and realized that he was able to build quite the organic following on the platform. He was able to use the skills and the things that he learned on Snapchat to help other businesses build their Snapchats as well. Shonduras began working with some big brands with his own personal Snapchat campaign and was able to get brand deals and other sorts of sponsorships, which even helped him grow his fan base even more. This led to speaking engagements as well as a lot of popularity on other platforms like Instagram and YouTube, where he has a show called The Best Day Ever, where he basically just plays around with cool toys, plays video games. He's got a cool office where he plays video games and eats cereal, and basically just has a lot of fun and is making money while he's doing it. He's also recently started an esports team called Space Station Gaming, so he's diversifying his business, getting into some other things that he is also interested in. What platforms did Shonduras use to grow his following? Like I mentioned in the beginning, he started a lot of his big reach on Snapchat and was able to carry a lot of that over to Instagram and vice versa. So he's sending people from Instagram over to Snapchat, from Snapchat over to Instagram, and also sending people to his YouTube channel. As of right now, he's got a few 100,000 Instagram followers. He's got over 1 million subscribers on his YouTube channel, and he's still growing. He has videos on his YouTube channel from over 10 years ago, but he recently really started to pick up the pace only 3 years ago. So in about 3 short years, he was able to amass over 1 million YouTube subscribers, which is quite the feat. Now, mind you, he is putting out really cool and fun content that a lot of, kids, teenagers, and young adults are really loving, and they, really almost feel like they're living through Shonduras. It's kind of like those other influencers that just, pretty much have fun all day. It kind of, brings that good positive vibe, and that's what he's doing with his YouTube channel. So what type of content does Shonduras produce? Well, Shonduras is pretty much a social media influencer, meaning a lot of his content comes from his social media platforms. The big three being Snapchat, Instagram, and YouTube. And what does he do? He basically just lives his life. He's what we would pretty much call a daily vlogger, meaning he just films his life, what he's doing, the fun stuff he's doing, puts it up on his YouTube channel. And then at the same time throughout the day, he's doing Snapchat stories, he's doing Instagram stories, he's posting videos, photos. There's not a whole lot of like hardcore editing and techniques going into his content. He's basically just taking raw clips throughout the day and putting them on his social media platforms. He's not doing any sort of like highly technical how-to videos or anything of that nature. It's basically just him having fun and trying to build that relationship with the people watching his videos. Now, daily vlogging is extremely popular on YouTube. There's a lot of people finding a lot of success daily vlogging. And you don't have to be a super famous person or I guess like live in a super interesting place either. There's a lot of people who are just normal like me and you, living everyday lives, who are gaining big followings on YouTube or Instagram, just posting about their everyday lives. They're posting very relatable things that people can connect to and build a relationship with. And human nature is, people want to connect. People want to have something in common. And so finding, this niche of people with things in common is a great way to build a following with daily vlogging. So how does Shonduras monetize his business? Well, now that he's been able to amass a large following on these social networks, he's able to get brand deals. We talk about in another episode becoming a social media influencer. And once you are able to grow some following, gain some influence, meaning you have an impact on the people following you, brands and businesses are gonna reach out to you, or you can reach out to them, and they're gonna wanna work with you. They're gonna wanna see, how can we implement this product, my brand, into your everyday life so that it's natural and it fits well for your audience. So that way they can make a seamless recommendation of a product, have it in a video, have it in a photo, and they can move forward with that. I've seen Shonduras post pictures and videos with Subaru, with other food brands, skateboarding brands, things like that, as a way to monetize his channel. And once you get up there into 100,000 followers on Instagram or YouTube, you can easily make $5,000 to $10,000 per post. So that you can see very quickly you're able to make a decent income online as an influencer simply through these brand deals. I don't know that Shonduras is selling any sort of course, products, merchandise, or anything like that. I think he does very well with his brand deals and now with his esports teams. So he's got a lot of sponsorships there that help him build his business. What is Shonduras doing to expand his business? Like I mentioned, he's getting into esports gaming, but the main concept here that applies to me and you is that he's always looking for ways to improve and grow his business. If he just found success on Snapchat and just stuck with Snapchat and didn't even think about anything else, if Snapchat went away one day, he would start from scratch. So that's the importance of diversifying your business, always looking for other avenues of income streams and to secure your online platform. That way, if you have a good presence across all the different social media platforms, YouTube or a blog, for example, then if one of those goes away or if one of them changes the algorithm, you're not starting over from scratch. You still have a firm hold of your online business. So what can we learn from Shonduras? Well, first of all, Shonduras is a very authentic guy. I mean, he basically just says what's on his mind. He lives his life. He's not putting on any type of facade, and he just speaks his truth. He isn't trying to please everyone. Some people will love him for who he is. Some people won't like him for who he is. But that's the important thing to remember, is just to be yourself. Don't look at other Instagram influencers out there and think that you have to be exactly like them or you have to do what they're doing. Everyone's unique in their own special way, and the authenticity speaks volumes to your fans and followers. So just be yourself, do what you do, whether that's on Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, blogging, whatever it is. Don't try to be like other people. Be yourself, find your true voice, and the people will really appreciate that from you. There's so many fake people out there these days teaching a lot of fake things, trying to put on a show that there's something that they're not. And people are really starting to sniff out that stuff. So don't try to be like other people, be yourself. All right, guys, if you like this episode, I've got some links below this video to take you over to Shonduras' site. There's also some more links down there in the description to help you get started building your online business. So go take a peek around the channel here, browse around, see what other videos you can learn from to start creating your own online business. It's something that I think everyone should at least be doing to some extent. Whether you make it to $1 million a year or not isn't the important thing. The important thing is you're building a personal brand for yourself that can sustain you or become a full-time income down the road. Once again, guys, I'm Andy. You're watching Learn How. We'll see you in the next video.